Today, I'm going to show you my Game Week 2 team. In just a few moments, I'll tell you which player I transferred in for Game Week 2. I'll also give you guys a bit of an insight into my long-term strategy going forward. First, let's have a look at how I got on in Game Week 1. Salah scored a hat-trick and I didn't captain him. Not a good start to the fantasy football season, but overall, I did pretty okay, I think. So, 68 points overall, which I think is pretty good in the first game week. It's kind of above the average. The average was 50 points. So yeah, I'll definitely take 68. So let's just have a quick talk about some of the players. Obviously Salah with a hat-trick. I thought he looked on fire. He just looked brilliant. Back to the old Salah. He's definitely not going anywhere from my team, even though with the tough fixtures. I had Aubameyang captain, which is okay, and I think it was interesting actually having him as a midfielder, getting that extra point for a clean sheet and what was the other one? And a goal. That's it. So that felt a little bit better actually. In terms of the rest of my team, I'm really happy with Calvert-Lewin. I thought Everton were absolutely fantastic. They're so dominant with that new midfield. Obviously, as an Everton fan, I'm absolutely ecstatic. So really happy to have Calvert-Lewin ahead of his good fixtures. Timo Werner, I kind of hoped for a little bit more. I thought Chelsea did play quite well, but hopefully he's one to have in the long term. Son, very disappointed with Spurs. I think he's definitely one that's on the chopping block ahead of Game Week 2. I just think there's a lack of motivation there. I just think they've got so many issues and problems. I just don't think he's a good pick. But obviously the plan was always to move him on in this game week anyway. Obviously McCarthy and Walker-Peters at the back. Southampton didn't look great, but we'll hope for a reaction in the next game against Tottenham. I like Walker-Peters' kind of attacking potential. I don't think Southampton are going to keep many clean sheets, so that is a worry, but he did get forward quite a bit, so I was quite happy about that. Obviously Liverpool conceded 3, which was pretty mad, but I don't think Trent's going anywhere at the moment because obviously we know he's such a good pick in the long term. And Newcastle kept a clean sheet. My Lascelles pick actually came through. I mean, that's pretty mad. So yeah, I was really happy with the Newcastle performance. Obviously Saint-Maximin is a worry at the moment, I have to be honest. Obviously he's a really lovely player, he looks good, but in terms of FPL, like kind of no shots in the box, he wasn't even getting that forward, so he is a worry and one I've kind of got an eye on about moving out over the next few weeks. And obviously I was happy with Mitchell as well, playing against Southampton and got the points. I know he's probably going to be benched in a few games, but I'll kind of take the points and run there. So that's how I did in Game Week 1. Next it's time to run you guys through the players that I've kind of got an eye on over the next few weeks. So which players caught my eye in Game Week 1 and which players am I kind of looking at bringing in over the next few weeks? Okay, so if I start with I think one of the obvious ones for me, Luca Dean. Now, obviously I know I'm going on about him every week, but in all seriousness, I think with Allen there, you just know Everton are going to get so many more clean sheets now. I thought, Luca Dean looked really good at the weekend, really attacking on that left side. His delivery of his crosses is just phenomenal. He's so accurate, and I think Calvert-Lewin will love him. So 6 million, I think not a bad price actually, and obviously Everton have some really good fixtures going forward. So Luca Dean's one I've got my eye on. Another defender I have an eye on is Chelsea's Reece James. Seriously impressed with this guy. Young lads, attacking fullback. He was so good, I thought, on Monday. Chelsea have got a couple of difficult fixtures, but if he can cement that place in that side, and there is doubts, which is the worry at the moment with Azpilicueta as well. But I think if he can cement that place long term, I think 5 million is an absolute bargain for him. Purely on the attacking potential alone. So he's another I've kind of got an eye on. In terms of midfielders, obviously now we have to start looking at Man City and Man United assets. De Bruyne is kind of firmly in my thoughts in the next couple of game weeks, probably game week 3, I think, for Aubameyang. And in terms of Man United assets, I think I really want Bruno Fernandez very soon. So he's one I might be bringing in for this week. Just talking about some that have already played. I liked Willian, I think, at the weekend. I think he really surprised me on pretty much all the set pieces. playing really far forward. I think he looks pretty nailed on as well, which is important at Arsenal. So he's one who I think could provide good value at 8.1 million now. In terms of the forwards, I thought Callum Wilson looked quite good actually. He's the kind of poacher that Newcastle have been missing. So 6.5 million for him, I think is a pretty good price. Obviously Jimenez as well performed as we expect, so he's quite good value at 8.5 as well. I forgot the best player from the weekend, the world class James Rodriguez. 7.5 million. That is pretty cheap for a world class talent like that. He just looked exceptional. I think the thing to say about him from an FPL perspective is that he's going to get so many assists, and also he did look to shoot quite a lot. I think at the price he is, you can't really go wrong, and obviously they've also got some really great fixtures coming up, so James Rodriguez is definitely one for the watch list. So those are the players I've got an eye on. I think now it's time to tell you which player I'll actually be bringing in for Game Week 2. I have made a transfer. I had my doubts about Saint-Maximin, but the player I've got rid of is Son. This was always the plan kind of going into the season, and I think just watching Tottenham at the weekend confirmed that I don't really want him in my team. Son was always a placeholder anyway at around 9 million. The player that I brought in is Man United's Bruno Fernandez. So obviously I had some money in the bank to do that. I had 2.5 million in the bank. So I've used, I think, 1.5 million of that to bring in Fernandez. I just thought it was really important to bring in some Man United cover out of their game against Crystal Palace. And again, importantly, they do have some really nice fixtures going forward. What I really like about Fernandez is that he's a captain option. I feel pretty safe having him as a captain. Free kicks, corners, attacking, he's going to shoot. There's lots of ways he can get points, and that's exactly what you want from a captain. Bruno Fernandez is my transfer in. Next up, who's going to be my captain? I think there's two options in my team. There's either Fernandez against Palace, which is a pretty decent fixture, I think. But the more obvious one for me is Aubameyang versus West Ham. I think that's a really lovely fixture for Aubameyang. Obviously with a home game, he's on penalties as a midfielder now. Arsenal look really good. West Ham look really dreadful. Sorry, West Ham fans. But yeah, Aubameyang's a very obvious choice for me this week. He'll be my captain. So what did you think of my Game Week 2 team? Hopefully there's some good tips in there that's going to help you guys rise up those ranks. And also, is this something you want me to do each week? Is it helping you guys if I post my team? Let us know on social. Let me know in the comments below what you think. At the end of the day, this is your show. Also, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and come and join the team. Thanks, guys. See you next time.